Hey guys, welcome back to my kitchen. Today we're gonna be making some really easy egg cups. Also, don't pay attention to my nails. They're ratchet, okay? They're terrible. They're on the list of things to do today, but it's a whole lot easier to film in the kitchen when my children are at school rather than at home, because when they're here, they just keep walking by, and considering the tiny one never has clothes on, that's a pain in the ass. So today we're gonna be making some egg cups. These are amazing. One, if you have a function you're going to, especially if it's like a brunch thing, you can make these egg cups, bring them, everybody's gonna be like, oh my gosh, so amazing, you're a domestic diva, all of that shit. And they're also just really easy to grab for breakfast. If you're someone that typically skips breakfast because you just do not have time to grab anything, these are perfect. Now, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, these are the macros. No, that's not what we're doing today. We're just making these little egg cups. Do I think the calorie count is astronomically high? No. You can also go through and be a mathematician and meticulously figure out how many calories are in each little egg cup. Maybe I will sit down and do that for you, and I'll put it in the description box, but as of right now, I have no idea, okay? Now, first thing you're gonna have to do is preheat your oven to 350, okay? So go ahead and do that. That's step one. Step two is you're gonna have some sort of prep if you want a meat of some sort, like a breakfast meat, a breakfast protein, such as bacon or sausage, whatever it may be. You're gonna need to cook that ahead of time, okay? We're not putting any, like raw sausage, bacon, or anything like that. Cook it ahead of time. If you're doing sausage, saute it in the skillet and get it all done. I did my bacon in the oven. If you do not know how to do that, just set your oven for around 415 degrees. You're going to lay out your, that's Fahrenheit, by the way. I forget that not everybody, that's Fahrenheit. 450 degrees Fahrenheit, 350 Fahrenheit as well to preheat the oven for these little egg cups. But I just put it on 415, let it, do its thing. I take out a cookie sheet, I put aluminum foil over the cookie sheet, I lay my bacon out on it. I cook it for anywhere from 15 to 20 minutes on one side without flipping it, and then I take it out, I flip it once, I just flip it over, only do it once, and maybe about 4 or 5 more minutes. It's kind of like, it depends on your bacon, what kind of bacon it is, how fatty it is, all of that stuff. And then immediately after cooking it, you're gonna want to, pick it up out of the grease that it's gonna produce and lay it on a paper towel. That will help get all the extra grease out of it and, soak it all up. And then you let it cool off, and then you chop it. Chopped bacon. That's what we're using today. We're gonna be using chopped bacon in this one. I just noticed there's an entire hunk in here that isn't chopped. That's fine, I'll do it in a minute. Other than that, you're going to need some sort of potato option. You can get shredded hash browns. The easiest thing to do is to go to the freezer section, get whatever you want. I just saw these mini tots as I was walking by, and I was like, mini tots would be great, let's grab those. So I grabbed these mini tater tots. You are going to need some eggs, whatever kind of eggs you want to use. I don't care if you're popping them straight out of the chicken, bringing them in your kitchen. It doesn't matter, as long as it's an egg and you're happy with it, I'm happy with it. Of course, you're gonna need some salt and pepper. If you want to add some spice, feel free. This would be great with a little bit of spice. You could also add hot sauce to the egg cup after it's done cooking. Obviously, give it a little spice, but considering my kids could eat these, I will not be putting anything spicy in them because they think that regular black pepper is spicy. I think that's all kids. But last but not least, you're gonna need some sort of cheese. Whatever kind of cheese floats your boat. Sharp cheddar, mild cheddar, medium cheddar. You can use mozzarella, you can use provolone, you can use whatever kind of cheese you want in your little egg cup. I have some sharp cheddar here, and I need to use it, so that's what I'm gonna use, okay? And obviously we are going to be putting it in a cupcake pan, you're gonna need some little liners. It just makes it easier so you don't have to worry about a mess and it being, you know, like stuck in. If you do not have any liners, go ahead and spray your pan with a non-stick spray just to make sure that those bad boys slide right on out of there. I prefer the liners that are parchment paper. They just work better. Also, you will see that these just slip right on off of the egg cups once they're done cooking. So let's get started. You know what I'm gonna do? I think I'm gonna lean the camera down so you can see what I'm doing while I'm doing it. So hold on. Okay guys, here are my hands in the pan. All right, we're gonna pop open these mini tots. Like I said, you can use shredded hash browns or whatever. You could even take a potato and a shredder and shred it yourself if you really want to get real bougie. You're gonna put these in the bottom of the little cups. You pick. I think I'm gonna do 4 in each just because that kind of covers the bottom of the little cup. I feel like 4 is perfect. And honestly, if you're doing them all uniform, it's a whole lot easier to determine how many calories are in these, because I know there are a lot of people that are counting their calories, especially this time of year. This is also something good if you have family in town for Thanksgiving, Christmas, whatever. This is something great that you can whip up and feed the fam, you know? You can do different varieties. You can do some that have, you can add bell peppers, mushrooms, spinach, anything you really want to add to these, but it just depends on how extra you want to get and how many ingredients you want to go by. You can definitely make these vegetarian if that is your journey in life. Now my hands are gross, hold on. Okay. I'm gonna set those to the side. All right, now we are going to grab our bacon that is chopped, and I'm just going to add some in each cup. You add as little or as much as you want. No judgments here. Bacon's great. You know, bacon is delicious. You can use turkey bacon. You can use any kind of bacon you want. I am kind of bougie when it comes to bacon. I buy pretty expensive bacon. My kids love it, and you know, I don't know, I'm a little extra sometimes. Here's that big hunk. And I've got some more chopped bacon over here on the counter, so I'll have to go grab it. This bacon over here isn't as chopped as good as the other, but that's okay. Get your bacon in. I know there's one thing, my kids really love bacon, especially my daughter, who is quite picky when it comes to food. So sometimes you just gotta include ingredients that your kids will eat, you know? Can't have them starving. All right, now we're going to go in with our cheese. And again, add as little or as much as you want. I'm just gonna get, I don't know, it's probably about a tablespoon. This is finely shredded, but you could use any kind of cheese you had on hand, because once you put it in the oven, it's gonna melt anyways, so you'll be fine. I think this would also be good with several different kinds of cheeses, like you really cheese it up. It just kind of depends on, you know, how calorie conscious you're trying to be. I feel like with the holidays coming up, so many people are like, you know what, that is next year's issue, the 10 pounds I gained during the holidays. Okay, they're all looking pretty uniform. Set the cheese to the side. Okay, so we're gonna move the pan over. The easiest thing to do is to get a measuring cup so you can pour the eggs into each little cup. You can also take your eggs and you can crack an egg into each individual cup. I will not be doing that. I'm going to like scramble mine up and then pour that in. Now this is 12 little cups. I am not going to use 12 eggs. I think last time I did it, I used 6 possibly. So that's what I'm gonna start with. If I use all of those, I'll crack an extra. But I'm gonna go ahead and crack these eggs and beat them up. I don't really think you need to watch me crack 6 eggs, so I'll be right back. Okay, so I have 6 eggs in here. Also, this is the time I would add the salt and pepper or any kind of spices you might wanna add. Chili pepper, chili flakes, whatever it may be, you know, freestyle, okay? And we're just gonna get these nice and beat. Put that in there. Okay, and now we're just going to take this, and this may get messy. Last time this is, whoo, girl made a mess. So that's why the measuring cup is key, because it's got the little spout so it's easier to pour. So we're just gonna pour until it's kind of covering everything. It will grow. So, you know, they do puff up. So there's always that. And I will tell you this, if you are on a budget and you're trying to make breakfast for your kiddos, yourself, etc., and you don't want to use that many, oh, see, that one is a foul, and you don't want to use that many eggs, if you need to add a little milk to your eggs, it will have them last longer, it'll go further, and it will be just fine, I promise. Sometimes adding eggs or milk to your eggs when you're making scrambled eggs makes them really, really fluffy. Okay, so I'm going to do 2 more eggs. I'm gonna beat them up, add them to this, and we'll be right back, okay? Okay, so I used 2 more eggs. I got everything nice and filled. They all look pretty even. Some of them have a smidge more than the others, you know, but it's okay. They're all pretty uniform. And I was just thinking while I was doing the last 2 little cups, you could just get egg beaters, liquid egg whites, whatever. And if you don't want to use the yolk, you can just use egg whites. If I'm gonna eat an egg, I need to have a yolk with it. I just do. I hate egg whites. They're just not that great to me. I've been through that phase in life where I was eating just egg whites and stuff for breakfast, and man, that's a sad time. Unless you're trying to really meet some drastic fitness goal, I say, you know, it's okay if every once in a while you have a yolk, unless it's like a medical reason. You know what I'm saying? Anywho, we've got these filled. The oven is already preheated. I'm gonna pop them in, and then I will be back when these are completely done, and we will see what they look like. We will try one, and then we'll wrap up the video. Okay guys, they are done. All right, baking time. Because I'm someone that doesn't normally know how long I cook anything, I just kind of cook it until it's done. I check it quite a bit, you know. But I did make sure that I knew how long I was cooking these. I'm gonna say 15 to 20 minutes. Obviously, the bake time might be different depending on how full, you know, you got the egg cup. I did have to pull a few of them sooner than the rest, just for the simple fact that they just looked done already and the other ones didn't. And I didn't want them to be burnt. I don't think anybody wants rubber eggs, but we have one. Look at this little thing. And I left it in the cup because I wanted to show you how easy they come out. Do you see that? All right, so this is what it looks like on the bottom side. It's just a little, you see that? So cute. So we're just gonna use a fork. Now you don't have to use a fork. You can warm this up in the microwave, pop it on a napkin while you're running out the door, you're eating it, okay? It's very portable. My fingers are a little bit, I wouldn't even say greasy. They're just a little, but as long as you grab a napkin, you're good to go. So, you know what? Let's just bite into it, okay? Mmm. 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 Okay. So the last time I made these, I made them with sausage. 100%. It's better with bacon. You can, like, if you see the potatoes, there's steam coming out of it. The potatoes are down here on the bottom. They're nice and tender. They're cooked. You get a little bit of like a potato taste. You get a little bit of salt and pepper. You get the egg, you get the cheese. It is so good. It's almost like you're eating a breakfast sandwich from a fast food place, but there's no like bagel, croissant, biscuit, anything like that. So it's really good. You have to try them. If you do, let me know in the comments down below how you made them and what you added to them and if it was bomb, because listen, give me some ingredients to throw in I may not have even thought of, but these are great. This also works for kids. Bacon, cheese, egg, potato. It's kind of like, you know, very basic things. So let me know if you try these out. If you haven't subscribed already, please consider doing so. Go ahead and check out my Instagram, my TikTok, and all of that if you don't get enough of me during the week. And I will see you guys next time. Love you. Bye.